suggestions. Another option that we should pursue, we feel, is having a few brands, one dealing with values empowerment, etc., and one dealing with, say, rural activities. So this will be a conversation that we need you involved. We have a Google group, a mailing list, email list. We have a WhatsApp group. You'll all be getting invitations. If you're not, how many here are on the WhatsApp group already? Who's not on the WhatsApp group? So quite a few of are not. Okay, so we have now all your contact phone numbers. We'll invite you to that. Join the WhatsApp group. And yeah, if you don't use WhatsApp, then anything that's important is going to go into the email. The WhatsApp is kind of for just general conversation. But documents, all of that is going to go into the emails that you're going to receive. We have been working on a brochure. I'll pass this around. We have a few copies. Not for you to keep, because it's just a sample. But we just have a couple of them, just as samples. And you can take this on the bus, okay? So that you can pass it around on the bus, all right? So you don't have to do this here. We can make the graphics available to you if you want to print this locally, if it's something that you'd like to do. But we are, as I said, we're working on it to make it a little more effective. It's lacking a lot of the numbers. And to do that, we need a lot more input from you. We need a lot more information. So my request is that please send us information. While I was hoping that we would actually do this here in this session, but maybe on the bus, or maybe, you know, when you get to someplace, I don't know. This is a CSR approval form, and if you just have an idea, you just have something that you're kind of working on, it's not yet set, just get it to us. This is a physical one. You can kind of, if you have the time to leave it on the bus or when you get to Juhu, that's fine. But otherwise, you'll be getting this again in your follow-up emails. So those are the main housekeeping things. As I said, the bus, we're going to really want to try to get this bus out of here at 2:30, because some people really have a need to catch their planes and trains on time. They have things to pick up at Juhu, etc. So I don't want to take any more questions here, unless there's something really important that we have to, anything that we need to communicate right now? Yeah.
The word of caution, that I expressed on day one, which apparently demoralized a few of you, I kind of hold on to that still, because as CCC, our objective is to put systems in place, put the practice of professionalism in place. The tendency for this one-off and plucking the low-hanging fruits was so tremendous, and I think to a certain extent it continues to be, that if we do not urge all you devotees to shift from that mindset, then we perhaps as an institution or as a body fail to deliver on what we are supposed to do. But holding mic after Gauranga Prabhu is like, fly chasing a Garuda. But the comment that he made on Jiva Goswami blessing, it struck to me. I have kind of read Rajput history a little more than maybe many of you here. Actually, when the fight was going on between Maharana Pratap and Man Singh, it was certain that Man Singh will lose his life. Because the time when Chetak put both of his legs onto the trunk of the elephant, at that time Rana actually threw the whatever you call that weapon on Bhala onto Man Singh. But it was only because of the dust. And now I know, by the mercy of a pure Vaishnava like Jiva Goswami, that he missed it. And the moment he missed it, that elephant turned back and they left the field. But I'm getting kind of, it was such a strong realization when you mentioned that it was a pure defeat For Mansi.
This brings up something that I learned recently in the ILS. We did a seminar and follow-up. And one of the things that was brought out, that you can do cultivation in this way today. There's so many ways you can cultivate. But there's one way that you can cultivate the corporate world every minute. And that is to offer your prayers. Pray for their welfare to be engaged in Krishna service. That you can do at any time. You can offer a birthday gift only once a year, but you can always pray to engage these souls. As we said, what is it? Corporate soul responsibility. It's our responsibility to engage these jivas in the service of Krishna. It may take a little, maybe a gradual process, maybe not immediately that they build a temple, but by engaging in with us, associating with us, hearing the holy names, doing what they're already wanting to do. They're already going to do these things, but by doing it with us, we can bring the spiritual benefit. Thank you.
Just a small announcement.
Yes.
Sorry. With some communication gap, the amounts that we requested you to deposit for GEV, with the staff members here, was a little less. So whoever, now you have gone through the whole project and looked at how wonderful and beautiful it is. So please, from the bottom of your heart and the purse, park some money right now and try and give some donations to the GEV. I think charity begins at home, so let it begin from here.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So, as we break now, I would like to ask a few people. Kurma Avatar, are you here? Yes. Kurma Avatar, and from Pune, the devotee, I can't remember the name. Yes. If you could be with me at lunchtime, and I think there was one other devotee from Delhi that's involved in youth activities who's got something. Okay, and I think also from Punjabi Bharat. Yeah. Okay. Can we have lunch together? All right, because I want to follow up on our yesterday's